various ways to start. You can either have a maquette made and then we scan it with our 3D scanner. We could also buy the file to use instead of scanning. We can also purchase models or toys or anything that we can scan with our 3D scanner. Scan those rotationally or flat. And then once that's done, the computer tech will put it all into a file. We scale it to the size that the project has to be, and then we start cutting it in layers. You could cut for 48 to 72 hours just cutting slices and getting it all so you can stack it together to look at it. So usually you sculpt a little bit on it, tear it apart again, put it all back together, sculpt some more, figure out all the background pieces that you have to put in there. There's lots of filling, shaping, get it to where it's supposed to look fairly correct, and then you have to kind of tear it apart again. If it needs frames, you have to cut it open, put the frames in there because you have to know exactly where every piece is going on to, especially if you're attaching lights or extra things that you don't use or carve out of foam. So we've learned that you just don't use foam for the whole project. You go out and you get authentic things to make it look a lot better, and then that's the big wow factor. Then you start filling it with a coating to fill in all the holes that you've sanded, and then that's got to dry. Then you sand it again, and then it's typically ready for hard coat, which is a polyurethane coating that we apply. So that it goes to the next bay, and then the hard coat is applied, typically 1/8 to 3/16 thickness. Once that's done, then we put a primer on it immediately because you have to prime it before the product cools off so you can accept the paint. The most important part of the whole project is the paint job. You have to have a really good airbrush person that can put in all the little details with extra colors and lines. And then after that's done, we apply a sealer and it's ready for the exterior or interior, wherever it's supposed to go. You always learn from experience from one project to the next project. The same outline prep goes into each one, but everyone has a different detail. So by the time you get through it, you go, oh, you know what, I could have probably done that a little better this way or that way. But then you never find a customer that wants that exact same project again, right?